Konnichiwa. Today's band comes from Japan. This is called Anguis Dei. Ha! Anguis Dei is part of the so-called quadruple A collective. This means actual bands starting with letter A, curiously enough. So, this is the lineup of the band. As you can see, all their names are also starting with the letter A. Playing in various bands. This one is a Japanese collective of black metal artists. So let's take a look at the cover here. So this is, as you can see, threefold digipack release, which is kind of simple yet full of intricate details, some text obviously, and the visual style of a classic black metal album. The CD itself, nothing special, and there's just a logo of the band underneath on the CD tray. So Anguis Dei is a kind of a new attempt to create classic black metal in Japanese way. In essence, this means kind of a cradle of filth-like approach to black metal combined with elements from bands such as Dog Funeral. That means melodic, fast-paced and somewhat gothic style in black metal that comes to remind me of something like 1990s stuff. More of the later part than the first years. So Anguis Dei is a pretty straightforward mini CD with only 4 songs, even though there is only 3 listed here, but there is a 4th track also. And the music is pretty simple, yet filled with kind of details, such as these kind of gothic synths, which create nice atmosphere for the music. Unfortunately, these songs are not very well composed, and in a kind of an afterthought, this reminds me of having too much cradle of filth to go without that much originality, not being there in the sense of creating wonderful album. Anguis Dei is not bad as such, but it's way too unfinished in a way. It's kind of a raw, but not in terms of so much the production, but the kind of a soundscape which is a little bit left unpolished. But the bigger problem really is with the songs, because they are, kind of lacking something that clearly takes the listener to a journey into darkness, into kind of a real satanic atmosphere, what this band is supposed to be. As they say, they're a true Satanist band, and meanwhile I'm totally okay with that kind of stuff. After all, it's a black metal album, but something kind of leaves me hoping for much more. This is kind of the feeling what you have when there's a lot of talk and not so much effort put into that. I'm not saying that these people behind the band are not doing their best, or at least trying to do that, but still this album kind of feels like it's just a demo rather than actual mini CD with lots of good effort, good thinking, composing, and honing those edges. So it's quite of an okay-ish album, but really lacking those killer riffs, the songs that really hook you into that and kind of create this wonderful darkness around it. So Anguis Dei, more of a curiosity thing than anything else. And gotta say, before I forgot to mention it, at Portas Serpentium is actually a Serpentium It's actually kind of a bigger version of their previous demo called Ad Portas. So it's kind of like, if you already have listened to the demo, then you already basically have everything this mini CD contains. If not, maybe, just maybe, this is something that has something to offer you, especially if you're into cradle of filth kind of melodic, vampiric black metal of sorts. If not, maybe just skip this one. Thank you for watching, and as always, more stuff to come to you soon.